Okay, this time we're going to look at, in a little bit more detail, how you would set up your courses using things like syllabus, modules, and pages. We did look at that and how you might want to set it up, but I guess the idea of this video is showing you how you would go about doing that. So you remember from one of the earlier videos that I had set up my 10 PE course with those different areas, or at least I'd started that, but I hadn't done a lot with my research project course. So this is my research project course as it exists at the moment. It's unpublished at the moment. I'll publish it once I'm ready to publish it to students, once it's ready to go and I'm willing for them to see it. I'll probably work with syllabus first. You might remember saying that's probably where you put general course information. I've also got the research project group here that we created within my big campus. And you remember me saying that I think I would use my course within Canvas a little bit differently for the research project as I would something like the PE class that I have, because they're different in nature. But all we did with the research project, or all I did with the research project this year, was to try and provide students with links to information under the different areas of the course. So there's some general stuff here with some different links. There is the next part of the course they do is the folio, and here's links to different, I guess, supporting resources with it beneath the folio. Then they do an outcome, and here's some links to resources again. And finally, they do an evaluation, and here's some links to some outcomes, links to some resources there. Sorry. Now, I'm going to want to just copy that straight across. So I'm going to say that I want to edit this page, and I'm just going to simply copy all of this information across to my syllabus page. So all that information that I had there is here now, and I'm just going to update that for the moment. That's all there. That's my syllabus. My problem now, though, is that all of these links, let's see if they work for the moment. Those links are going to work for the moment because those links still exist in my big campus, and they're going to exist obviously for the rest of this year, but beyond this year they're not going to exist. So I need to create those links directing to that information somewhere else. So you'll see the first link I had here was to the research project subject outline. That's the only link that I have, or the only resource that I've added to my research project folder files here, my research project course files. I've added the research project subject outline. So I'm just going to go into that, and my research project subject outline will come up, and the web address where that information can be located is obviously here. So I can copy that and then go back into my syllabus page and create a new link. I'm going to need to edit it. That link that was there, I'm going to have to break that link, remove that link by selecting this. I don't want it to be underlined anymore, so I'm going to remove that, and I want to link to a URL, a new URL. So I'm going to select that, and I'm going to paste in the new link, the link to that resource within the files of this course page, and then I'm going to insert that link. I don't need where it says subject outline, the old subject outline now, but that has created a link to my new resource. So I'm going to update syllabus, and it doesn't appear that that link is working. Let's just give it another go. We're going to edit that. I want to create a link. I want to link to a URL, insert that link, and it would appear, I hope, that it is now working. Let's try it. Subject outline, yeah, it appears that that link is now working. So it might be a little bit of a workaround if you have created links in My Big Campus and you want them to exist here. Copying it across will work for a very short period of time, but it's not going to work beyond the end of this year. So if you have set it up like this, you are going to need to redo links. Now, I think possibly that may be all I would do within Canvas for my research project. I might set it up exactly the same as my big campus, and they would just use the syllabus page to actually access pretty much everything that they need to complete the course. If I wanted to set the syllabus page as my home page, which I would probably like to do, I just went to settings, and I think it's there. No, it might be on home, where I can choose my home page, and I want my home page to be my syllabus page. So I'm just going to set my home page to be my syllabus page, and then that should provide students with pretty much everything that they need to do to complete that course. But we spoke last time about modules. I might like to set this up within modules, and I might like to set up my first module, and that first, I just did that by clicking on the plus module, the little green tab here. My first module might be research, proposal, and folio, because that's the first task that students complete. I could choose to lock it if I wanted to. I don't know that I want to lock it, but it's the first one that they do anyway, so I'm just going to add that module. And you'll see here that my first module appears. I'm going to add another module, because the next module is the research outcome. I could add a prerequisite if I wanted to. If I wanted them to have submitted, for example, their folio before this module was available to them, I could do something like that. Or if I was wanting them to get a certain grade on a test or a quiz before this one unlocked, I could perhaps do something like that as well. But for the moment, I'm just going to add that module, and then my final module is going to be the evaluation, and I'm going to add that module. And you can see over here, if I wanted to add those files, so all those files that I've created links to within my syllabus page, I could have just chosen to add those files within my different modules here. Other people might like to add quizzes within the different units of work that they do, or add the assignments so students can access them in a very logical way, and you can lock and unlock the different modules as you want to. So I'm just going to cancel that, but you can see how you might be able to use the modules to make available to students what you're wanting to make available to them at different times. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of a feel for how you would start to develop your modules and how you would go about that. With the pages that we spoke about, as an example, I might like to create a internet search and referencing page. Internet search and referencing page. Internet search and referencing page. And I can insert different content into that page. I can insert links to different pages. I can insert files if I want to. If I've got resources that I want to put into this page, I can insert images if I want to. All this stuff down here I can insert in this page, assignment, quizzes, announcements. If I've got them within my course, I can insert links to YouTube clips, or I can embed YouTube clips within that as well. So that's how you would go about starting to create pages that students can access through your Canvas course as well. So I hope that's put a little bit more of some meat on the bone, so to speak, of how you would start to use, or what you would do to start using syllabus, modules, and pages within the courses that you are likely to be teaching. So I hope that gives you a bit of a starter anyway.